if I could put one of them on a calendar, I'm going to put Nick on the calendar.
Yeah,
if I could put one of them in a fist fight, I'm probably going to go with Jordan Gunn.
Abs do not stop the face
All
smash.
right, let's send it up to Scott Martin for the introduction.
This is your fourth pro card on the evening. Introducing first, out of the Lavender's blue corner, this fighter stands 5 feet, 10 inches tall, and holds a pro record of 5 wins, 9 losses. Out of Gillette, Wyoming, Baron von Mueller. His opponent standing in the whitetail red corner, this fighter skilled in jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, Taekwondo, and kickboxing. He stands 5 feet, 6 inches tall and weighed in at 145.4 pounds, holding a pro record of 8 wins, 1 loss, representing Team Alpha Male, and coming to you all the way from Monrovia, Liberia, fighting out of Sacramento, California, Dwight Jospeh.
You know, I'm excited to see the spirit of Wyoming in
This
Baron
fight
here.
is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds and is overseen by referee Bobby Wombacher, who will now
everybody's
give
got that little bit of
final
Massera in them.
instructions.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody's got that ability, like to just cold cock you.
All right, gentlemen, we've been through the rules in the back. I expect a good, clean fight. Obey my commands at all times. Protect yourself at all times. Touch them up if you want.
All right, here we go, guys. We got Dwight Jospeh. We got Baron Mueller. Let's see.
Baron's loaded up, ready to run across the cage, it looks like.
Well, Dwight will greet him.
The touch of gloves, and we're going.
An interesting stat I read recently that Wyoming is among the happiest states in the United States.
Wow.
They still don't smile as much as Dwight Jospeh.
Yeah, that's true.
Dwight is locked on smile.
There's not a lot of people who do.
Okay, shoot.
Shoots in for a low single.
Beautiful.
Dwight's going to punch right away. He takes that saddle position, and he's going to work with the ground and
Good
pound.
spin and the speed.
Baron is scrambling.
Good back step, good back step.
He's got to come up here.
Dwight is so physically strong for this division.
Yeah. So a beautiful back step. He had a hook on. Now he's standing. Just choosing to punch. Locked on that waist. But again, just staying on the back.
I was talking to Dwight yesterday, and I asked him kind of what he's been up to, and I said, what have you been doing for a living out in California? He's like, oh, just training. All I do is train. So he's got all of his sponsors are from Nebraska.
There you go.
Everybody, yeah. So yeah, he told me he made sure that he had everything in place that he could go out there and do nothing but focus on his fight career before he made the choice to move out to California.
Wow. What you see here, the Baron's is holding that guillotine, but his legs are trapped to the side. He's got to, if he's going to.
Yeah, Dwight, no real danger here of Baron finishing anything. I think more or less this is Baron holding on to the head, hoping that Dwight doesn't punch him from the top.
Yep.
And Dwight's just taking his time.
Slow
He's not in a
advancement
hurry.
with his knees.
Nice hip switch, possibly looking to go to mount here, back to his knees.
All right, he's potentially has a Kilak, a Kimura available to him, but he's staying here just working solid position. Scrape Baron off there.
He's got that left arm to the opposite side of the head now. Looks like he's pushing the head down.
Looks like he would like to kind of posture and punch, but Baron's actually doing a decent job of keeping him low, keeping him broken down.
Yeah, look at the way he's using his knee here. Well, he's creating space right now, but he needs to keep that pressure there on that hip. And he's doing a great job of it right now.
I like it better when he keeps that position high and he keeps that left foot on the ground. When
Dwight
he
wants to
picks
get
it up
around
like
the head.
that, that's
He wants to get around the head,
Yep.
and he does get around the head. So this is where you can see him maybe begin to advance. And Baron needs to continue to work right now. At this point, you're thinking about switching your hips, maybe changing your technique, potentially shooting that right hand under to an underhook and escaping out that way rather than regarding or staying safe.
Well, and like you said, I like that Baron's doing a good job with that knee blocking the transition there. But also he's flat on the ground right now. You know, he's not giving himself an opportunity to advance his own position. 100%. He's just kind of surviving in there.
Keeping his
now.
head close enough to stay
There's a lot of
safe.
space there right now.
Yeah, really, if Dwight would choose to advance, he potentially could advance right now. So it's all about right now Baron keeping his head close and just staying safe and avoiding the punishment. No real damage going on right now. Good side control, pressure. You mentioned Dwight's strength.
Yeah, freaky strong, man.
His hips are locked in. When you got somebody who's really good from side control, it is tough to move them off of you.
Now, one thing I'd like to point out here, Dwight keeps taking that left arm and going underneath the head of Barron. I'd like to see him frame with that forearm. If he wants to really, he's trying to get these short elbows off. If he wants to get them off, he's got to start framing and pushing the head of Barron down so that he can utilize that weapon.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got a scramble.
Shambles
Looking
from the
for
back.
a
He's
naked.
under
We
the
got
chin.
no
He's under
hook.
the chin.
He's
But
tapping.
Dwight's
That's
freaking
it.
strong, man.
That's it.
No, I think that if he didn't tap there, Dwight was taking his head home with him.
Yeah. Good fight. Good fight. Dwight came in ready to go.
All right, let's go back to the replay here. Dwight with that side control position. He's working short elbows. You can see he's starting to clock walk his way around here. Barron's going to give him the back, and Dwight's not going to hesitate to go in for the finish. Right for the neck, rear naked choke victory for Dwight Jospeh, and he gets to take that one back to him to sunny California.
And you know what? I thought it was beautiful. He didn't even put in the hooks. He locked it in deep and just pulled the knees right up.
And I told you, that guy's, it's one of those things where he could have stood up, he could have sat on his butt, he could have sat Indian style behind him. And
Two to tap out.
Dwight was going to get that
rear
W.
naked choke. 3 minutes and 39 seconds in the first round. Your winner, Dwight Jospeh.